stamping friends, Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers. Are you ready for a quick and easy card today? This one is fun, it's quick and easy, and it's masculine, some of the things we struggle with. But I was playing around today and I have true confession here. You're not seeing my face in this video because yeah, I might still be in my pajamas. So it's a rainy, yucky fall day here in Michigan, and I got up and I came right to my stamp room and I started playing around with an idea I woke up with in my head. You know, please tell me you guys do that as well. And also please tell me you stamp in your pajamas as well, so I don't feel so bad. But anyway, I wanted to just make a very simple, no layered, clean looking card. And so that's what I did today. I made these 4 as I was playing around, and I want to show you how I made them and give you some tips in case you need to make some quick and easy cards as well. Now, the key to what I was doing, well, one of the keys, I guess, is I'm using the shimmery white cardstock. Now, you could also use the heavy white, but you want something a little bit heavier than our normal whisper white because there's no layers. This is truly a half sheet of cardstock. So I've already cut my half sheet. Now, with both shimmery white and thick, make sure you score it before you fold it. So we're just going to come over here. I'm using the Simply Scored board. Do a score line on there. Now, in case you forget, and I forget all the time, I'm trying to drill it into my head, we have a little indent here from scoring. That's the outside. You want to flip this over, and where you have your little ridge is what you're going to fold to the inside. Seems kind of backwards, but that's how you get the nicest, crispest fold on here. Now, before we do our stamping, just to add a little bit more since I wasn't doing any layers, I decided I was going to just make some score lines on here. And I did want them to indent down, so that's why I did fold this just kind of for my own thought process here to make sure this is the top. So we're going to open it up. And we're going to come out here and I'm going to go 1/4 inch over. So we originally scored at 4 1/4, so we'll go 4 1/2. And we'll come out here. Our cardstock's 8 1/2. We'll go into 8 1/4 and make a score line. And then I'm going to turn it. And since we're 5 1/2, we'll come over here to 5 1/4. And I'm going to just score down into my fold line. And then the same thing over here. And it is a little trickier coming over here. Just to get in the position and come right to the score line. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but it just gives me kind of a nice border, kind of the illusion, I guess, of a layer. So we're done with Simply Scored. Let's stick this aside. Now the next thing we're going to do is do our circle. And this was just done by making a template and then sponging. So, you know, I'm always trying to figure out the quick and easy way to do things. So I just took a piece of computer paper. This is cut 4 1/4 inches wide, so I know it's the width of my card. And I cut it about 6 inches tall, so it's a little bit taller, because what I wanted to do is just lay that on there and fold this over. Now I know you can use Post-it notes and you can use all that fancy stuff. Well, I didn't have Post-it notes big enough, but this way I felt like I could kind of clip it on there, so to speak, and it'll stay put where I want it pretty easy. And then I'm going to take my circle. This is from the Layering Circle Framelets. You know, the circles, the squares, the ovals, I think are standard tools that you should have in your stamping room. I use them all the time. If you don't have them and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love if you'd order them from me. I share lots of ideas with them, but like I said, definitely one of those standards. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead, we're going to cut this out. I've got my magnetic platform, and okay, you can see my little fold line there. And then I want this, I'm just going to eyeball it kind of left to right here and up towards the top, about right there, okay? And then we got the 2 plastic cutting plates, and I'll run that through the Big Shot for us. There we go. Now remember, this is just really a piece of thin scrap paper from my computer. So we'll set that all aside. And then we're going to take our card front here, and remember our little fold? We're going to essentially just kind of clip that on like so. Because what I want to do is sponge where my circle is here. And you'll see it better as we start sponging. We've got Balmy Blue, ink, and then your stamping sponges, I just kind of grabbed a whole one here. Remember they're whole, they're like so. I like to cut them into 6 pieces. So I cut it in half, and then I just use my regular old scissors here, and I just chop these things, cut them like so. Now, after you use them, you can certainly wash them. They'll stay stained, but you can wash them and they're clean and you can use them over and over. I tend to just kind of keep this for blues and other ones for browns, and whatever works for you on that. Now, you want to, as you're sponging, you need to be very careful to hold our little mask down well. You might get some inky fingers, but that's okay. And I like to just kind of sponge. I start out real light and I'm going inward from my mask, okay, from our paper, and I'm rubbing it inward. By going inward like that, that keeps your mask, or it keeps that ink from sneaking down underneath there. So we're just gonna go around. You can get this as dark as you want. I try to not make it real solid. I want a little bit kind of almost white left on the inside. So we'll get a little bit heavier over on this side. Now you can, be careful, hold it down there good. You can rub a little bit more to get it darker. Okay, just, it's all kind of, don't worry about your fingers getting inky, and then just rub along those edges. But now you can see how I'm kind of getting darker over here. We want it to show a little bit of depth because of, especially with no layers on our card. So get the sponging how you want it. This comes off. There is our nice, perfect circle. And then all we need to do is grab a couple stamps and a black ink pad. Okay, I still love my archival black that Stampin' Up! Used to sell. They don't sell this one anymore, but any black you have is fine. Ink up really good. We want a nice juicy black pad here because we want a really nice dark image. We're using the trees from Winter Woods stamp set. Oh, I love, 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 love this stamp set. Love these trees. But now when we ink up here or press down, I want to give it some good pressure. This would be a good one to do your Stamparatus with as well, just to make sure you get some really, really good pressure on there. So there's our trees. And then I've got a greeting from Friendly Expressions. I thought, masculine cards we struggle with. This is a nice masculine one. And life is tough, but so are you. Want to make sure I didn't stamp this upside down because I've been known to do that. And there we go. There is our no layer quick and easy card with some sponging on it. Let's take a peek at the other ones I did. I used the birch trees here, okay? And you can see the scoring around the end there. And then here's the pine tree. So all of these were out of this Winter Woods stamp set. Now this is in the holiday catalog, so we don't know if it's going to be available beyond December. So if you like trees and you like masculine cards, great one to grab. And then I hauled out my old sheltering tree because I thought, boy, that was perfect on there as well. So I hope you like this simple sponging idea. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll have a link down at the bottom that'll take you to the blog post that has all the information you need if you want to make this card. All the supplies I used, things you need to order if you don't have them already. I'd say the card recipe, but the card recipe is pretty simple. It's truly 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. Just make sure you're using one of your heavier ones. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I love having you watch. Make sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you like the video. Leave me a comment if you like my quick and easy videos. I need to know what kind of projects you guys like to see. So as always, get a hold of me if you have questions. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator you work with and you'd like a catalog, let me know. I'd be happy to send you one. So until we get to stamp again, have a stamp happy day.